Jesus appears on the road to Emmaus. On the same day that Jesus' tomb was found empty, 2 of Jesus' disciples were walking on a road to a village called Emmaus. As they walked, they were talking about everything that had happened, when suddenly Jesus himself came along and joined them and began walking beside them. But they did not recognize who Jesus was. "You seem to be in a deep discussion about something," Jesus said. "What are you so concerned about?" One of the followers replied, "You must be the only person in Jerusalem who hasn't heard about the terrible things that happened there last week." "What things?" Jesus asked. "The things that happened to Jesus, the man from Nazareth," they said. "He was a prophet who did incredible miracles and was a great teacher. We had thought he was the one to free Israel, but now he's dead. It has been 3 days since he was killed, but today some of our women told us an amazing thing. Early this morning, they went to the tomb where the body of Jesus was laid, but they did not find his body there. They came and told us they had seen some angels in a vision. The angels told them Jesus was alive. So some of our group went to the tombs too. It was just as the women had said. They saw the tomb, but they did not see Jesus." Then Jesus spoke with them and reminded them of stories from the Old Testament that predicted these things would happen, that God's Son would come to be with his people, and that he would die and come alive again. By this time, they were nearing Emmaus and the end of their journey. They begged Jesus to stay the night with them, as it was getting late. So he went with them to their home. Joining them at the supper table, Jesus took some bread and gave thanks. Then he broke some off and gave it to them. Just then, the men were allowed to recognize who Jesus was. But when they saw who he was, he disappeared. His followers began telling each other how their hearts had felt strangely warm as he talked with them and explained the stories from the Old Testament during the walk down the road. Within the hour, they were on their way back to Jerusalem, where the 11 disciples and the other followers of Jesus greeted them with these words, "The Lord has really risen from death. He appeared to Peter." They were all very excited. The end.